Welcome into another edition of Insomnia Maniacs Tarot with your host, Tropical Empress in Spirit. Hi, beautiful people. How y'all doing tonight? Hello, Ravens, Earthbound Creations. I don't remember you, sweetheart. If you're here, welcome. Hey, Eternal. How you doing, baby? And you know, I got to put my pinned comment in the chat. Oops. Guess I'm about to fix that really quick. Still sitting here trying to get organized. I know I still got my deck sitting all over the place, so I did manage to go through and get a couple of those hangers that you hang on your closet door for like your shoes, that I'm going to be able to put some of my decks in so that way I can see them clearly and they're not just like laid out everywhere. The ones in the boxes I'm leaving there, but it's my indie decks, the ones that come in the tarot cloth bags. Those I need like kind of sorted out in front of me where I can see them, instead of them being laid out everywhere where I can't see them or I gotta go searching for them, especially when I'm looking for a specific deck and then I don't know where it's at, so I don't waste so much time trying to do that. So how y'all feeling? What's going on with y'all? Did y'all miss me? You know, I went through, I almost was not gonna be here tonight, not because I didn't want to be, but for whatever reason, my alarm clock didn't go off. I have no idea why. Someone said to me, well, maybe Spirit wants you to stay in bed another night. It's like, no, can't do that. So luckily I woke up like at 7 o'clock, but I still had to take a shower and get ready, and it's like, no, even if they would want me to take another night off, they know I can't do that. So I did miss you guys though. And then I also, oops, what was I going to say? I'm here trying to, let's see, hold on, beautiful people. And since I'm working on the memberships too, that's taking up some extra time, so I might end up only being on a stream 4 nights, so I have an extra day to do some other work when I'm not here with y'all. Let's see. What the heck? Alright, now I'll do. So yeah, I'll be making sure that from now on I have all the General collective readings recorded, so y'all can watch them anytime. So it won't be just tied to the live stream. Because I'll have probably some of the extended readings that'll come with like memberships too. So what y'all saw yesterday, if y'all saw it, I think that's probably how I'm going to do the general collective for now on, to kind of give you a mini of what's going on in y'all's personal, spiritual, and then when it comes to y'all's money, career, and then y'all's relationships and love. So if you want more info or more personal, me going in depth, it'll probably either be from the extended that'll be tied to the memberships, or it's going to be personal readings. Jacob, what kind of question is that? Hi, Bonnie. Must be another troll. See you, bye. It's hot in Illinois. Now Ball can't flash their channel. What do you mean, baby? What are you talking about, Eternal? Oh, you're at work. I got you. I know, Bonnie. Where you been at, sweetheart? It's hot everywhere, honey. But here we are in August. So, we're now in the hottest month of this year. At least here in Georgia it is. So, it gets ridiculously hot. YouTube's changed name on lives. Oh. Oh, I see what you're talking about, baby. Like yours. So everyone from now on who comes in here, they can't hide their actual, who they are, because their actual channel name will be tied in here instead. I got you. Well, at least you'll know who they are. So anyone that is in here, you can go and look to their channel if you see it in the chat. Hi, Alejandro. How you doing, baby? You been in the hospital past 2 weeks? Oh no, honey, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Hi, Yo-Yo. How you doing, beautiful? And Raven is Amy Lee Smith. Okay, that explains it, okay. Hey, Amy. Sorry, honey. Yeah, I know. People are going to have to tell me who they are, because I'm not going to know unless I see y'all's profile picture. Yeah, I'm feeling better, baby. I mean, I laid up in bed for a couple of days. I had to. Spirit wasn't going to let me do anything. So, it's always easier when I lay down on my back or lay in like a fetal position than it is to sit most times. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Yo-Yo. Eternal was talking about how YouTube's changed it to where people can't hide who they are. So everyone's name will be typed in here who has, you know, a channel or an account. So I'll be able to see who's who. So if I wanted to go through and like come to your channel, beautiful, all I got to do is type in what it's showing me here at Unbreakable 4545. That's what I can do. So, and because I'm going to be doing the general collective readings pre-recorded, I'm going to have to figure out how long it's going to take for some of the pre-recordings to upload, because the one that posted, I think yesterday, um, I uploaded, I think it was like around 1, 2 in the morning, and it didn't post until later that afternoon, I saw. So, and of course, I remember going through this before. Just know that whenever it posts is when y'all are meant to find it. So, there is another general collective reading. It just hasn't posted yet, y'all. So just, you know, be on the lookout for it, though. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. You're sweet, honey. I appreciate y'all being here. I know, I liked your Moonchild name, too. So now I'm going to have to figure out who's who now. Because I ain't going to know. So, beautiful people. I'll give people a few minutes to get here. But I did pull a couple oracle cards just because y'all are used to me doing a reading. But I did pull a couple oracle cards that I can share with y'all. I'm going to give people a few minutes, though, to get here. Just stay with Moonchild. Well, I like Moonchild, but, you know, I call you Yo-Yo. Hi, Matthew. How you doing, baby? And that way, if I do a couple oracle messages for y'all each night when I start the stream, it gives me a chance to go through and really look at more of my oracle decks, because I really don't get a chance to look at them and get more use out of them, because I know there's many of them I haven't touched in months, which is pretty sad. You're groovy. Well, I'm happy to hear you're groovy, Matthew. I'm gravy too, baby. And then I also have my other tarot decks, so I'm hoping it'll give me a chance to be able to mess with more of the different decks that I have. Yeah, my board is correct because I'm streaming live. Remember how we talked about that yesterday? I don't know. For those of y'all who watched the general pre-recorded collective that posted yesterday, if you look in the video, my board is read backwards. And when you see me, it shows it on the right side as I'm sitting here. So when I'm looking at y'all, my board should be over my right shoulder. Okay, so where my finger is, where I'm pointing my finger, this is where it should be. Because this is where it is. But I know when y'all are watching me, it's over here. And that's incorrect. But this is written backwards because obviously, for whatever reason, it only mirrors on the live stream. But when I do the pre-recorded videos, now it shows it backwards as it's actually written. So now I gotta get another board just for the pre-recorded readings. For any readings or pre-recorded videos I do, because now the board is backwards, which is pretty freaking funny. Knowing how long it took me just to do that one. Hi, Fred. How you doing, baby? Eternal, you're still eternal light. You're not eternal darkness. So, just know that, baby. That hasn't changed. I'm gravy. I'm good. I got some rest. Thank goodness. My back feels a lot better. Thank goodness. I've been working on things, getting things done and organized. So that way I can get everything going next month for the memberships. Which I know some of y'all are looking forward to. I gotta be honest, I'm looking forward to it too. 'Cause I know some of it will be more, intimate than what it is now, because right now anybody can come in here. But when it goes to the membership only streams, it'll only be the members that'll be there. Hi, Robert. How you doing, baby? It's good to see you. Hi, Luce. Thank you, Matthew. Hello, H-Town. Hey, Waffle. Don't spam up my chat. Don't be a fool. No, okay. Well, time for you to go. See you, bye. And Waffle, I mean, you really think it bothers me that you asked me about my weight? Nope. Everybody here who comes to me already knows what I weigh, if they've watched me enough. I don't know what my weight has to do with any of that, of what I do here, but anyways. Last I checked it, I was 116. No. Correction. When I weighed last week, it was 120. Hi, Shelby. How you doing, honey? You need a massage? Well, H-Town, I don't know why you're in here. If you mean message, well, you can pay for a personal reading. Insecure Waffle is? Yeah, Lucy, must be. Must think that I'm insecure, and I'm not. I'm not insecure at all. Tell y'all my weight, my height, don't bother me. I am me. And I'm proud of me. And I'm proud of the way I look, so if others aren't, that's their problem. Okay, beautiful people. So I pulled a couple oracle messages real quick. Just because this is something y'all are used to me doing. So it won't be as in-depth as the general collective, but so okay. Hi, Tony T. Well, I'm sorry you hate going to work, honey. Maybe it's time to find a different place to go and work at. So, okay, I pulled an oracle message for the collective here. This is one of my Hawaiian decks to represent my Hawaiian heritage, since this month is my Japanese heritage for a bone. So, and Hawaii and my Hawaiian heritage plays into it. So, the message here is strive for opportunity. Use your gifts to open doors to new endeavors. And here's the card. And of course, I need to find something to lean on because sometimes my camera's a little high. Let's see. What can I use? I'll use this real quickly. Alright. So, strive for opportunity. And this is 25. It says, there are many opportunities on the horizon. You may be cautious due to past experiences. Don't limit or avoid beginning something new due to fear or uncertainty. Go slowly. Try to eliminate unnecessary stress by not taking on too many new prospects at once. Start making strides toward what you want and allow yourself to experience something new. You are being guided to assert yourself and show your talents. Your gifts, skills, and abilities or attractiveness are not to be hidden. Your gifts are yours, but others benefit when you share them. When you view your efforts and experience positively and seek ways to improve your strengths, you will develop faster than if you concentrate on your weaknesses. Fast track your opportunities by focusing on what you are good at. Polish your talents and shine. So it's time to strive for whatever your opportunities. What's been on y'all's mind, y'all? You know, when it comes to y'all's career, even y'all's personal hobbies. Like, is there something that you're working on that you're good at, you have a gift for, that maybe, just maybe, might open that door to that dream job you've been thinking about, that you've been, working towards? Spirit saying it's time to fast track this. Open that door to it. Don't limit yourself. Believe in your abilities, believe in your talents, and showcase them. Share them with the world. That's what this card is saying. Don't think that just because maybe you're not as skilled or you don't have as much experience that you still don't have something to offer. Spirit's wanting you to take this opportunity and put yourself out there. And you never know what doors may open up to you. And this can apply to whether this is, your career, your hobbies, even your personal relationships. Maybe, you may find you attract a new friendship, or maybe it's even love. But Spirit's saying that your gifts and your skills and talents are very attractive. And to the right people, it'll attract the right people to you. So don't be afraid to go out there and get it. And it was crazy because I did pull an angel card real quickly too. And the one I got is Orion, Visions of the Future. Your life and future are in your hands. You are a powerful manifestor with the ability to call in and create the life of your dreams. What you focus on with unwavering faith is what you will experience. Focus your energy not only on what you want, but on feeling the way you want to feel. For the feelings are what will bring you the safety and connection you desire. And the positive affirmation here is, I am the visionary of my future. I am the visionary of my future. So there y'all go, beautiful people. Just a quick oracle message for y'all. So take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it behind, y'all. Y'all know the drill. Oh, that's good to hear, Bonnie. I know y'all would stand up for me too. You're welcome, beautiful people. So if y'all want a personal reading, y'all see the board over here that has all the info for it. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with the ID. I didn't even know they were doing that. Because I think even mine, if I were to show up in someone else's chat, I wonder how it's going to appear. It might say Amanda. I don't know. Cosmic Light Show. What are you talking about? Eternal. You're welcome. Oh, okay. Matthew, I don't know if you say anything wrong, baby. I don't think Bonnie was talking to you, sweetheart. That's okay. Alright. Trying to shuffle this oracle deck that I still haven't really had a chance to mess with. the meteor shower tonight. What time is it? Well, I ain't gonna be able to watch it because it's raining right now, so. Way to go, Bonnie. I'm sure the meteor shower is gonna be beautiful. Yeah, if only the clouds clear up and the rain goes away, I'd only be able to see it, but you never know. The weather's so funny anymore. 10:30. I just figured, I mean, well, it's crazy because it was supposed to rain all last week. And it didn't. The last few days, like the days I had off, and I think even the day before that Friday, it was clear. And now, of course, it starts raining. And I love the rain. I love the thunderstorms. My body don't like it too much, though. That's the only downside to it. It's just like the cold. My body don't like the cold. At least my bones don't. But I prefer the cold over the hot any day. Don't like to sweat. Not like the way I sweated that day when I went out and ran those errands. When we go to Hawaii, you could bring a friend. You're wonderful. Oh, you're taking me to Hawaii, Bonnie? Hey, I want to go home and see my place where my family's from. So Hawaii and Japan are on my list. Oh, well, I'm happy my messages and me being here has helped you a lot, honey. I love hearing that. No worries, Shelby. I understand, honey. Go ahead, get some rest, girlfriend. Thank you for stopping and saying hi and being here for a minute. What time is the meteor shower supposed to happen? Because I haven't kept up with all that. Just curious to see if maybe the weather will clear up so I can see it. Is it safe to go where, Matthew? Okay, it's supposed to be now, but you can see it better before dawn. Okay. Well, I'll wait and see if the clouds clear up and the rain goes away. Maybe I'll get a chance to see it, but if not, oh well. Yeah, sweet dreams to you, girlfriend. Good night, Shelby. See you tomorrow, honey. Yeah, 'cause tomorrow's Rebel night. It'll be Rebel Wednesday. Hi, Bob. How you doing, baby? The sound of nature. Sleep. Yeah, well, I don't sleep at night. I normally sleep during the day. It varies. Gravy. I'm happy you're gravy, baby, because I'm gravy too. I'm happy to be back with y'all. I almost would have missed tonight. Because my alarm clock never went off. Don't ask me why. I had it set. And I just so happened to wake up around, it was like a few minutes past 7. In fact, I remember I looked at my phone and I'm like, I think it even said like 7:17. I'm like, 7:17 in the morning? That doesn't sound right. And I knew it wasn't right, you know, but I almost turn around, it's like, oh, it's in the morning. It's morning. I still got plenty of time to sleep, you know. And I almost rolled back over and went back to sleep. And I'm like, no, that can't be right. So I got up and I looked outside and it's like, okay, it's light out, but it does not seem like it's morning light. It's like, no, it's 7 o'clock at night. So I got up and hurried up and jumped in the shower, but it was funny. Oh, Teddy's over there, baby. See, I just have to move the camera a little bit. I probably got to move this board back over. I'm still trying to mess around with things. There's Teddy. Because I got, oh, I got biscuits too. Y'all gonna start making me hungry now. Bob, it's because YouTube is run by like Google. So, you would need an Android device, right? Mine's Apple. So when I live stream, it's mirrored. But when I do the pre-recordings, like the collective reading video you watched, I did that off of YouTube. You know, that was just me using my personal camera on my device. And I recorded it, then I uploaded it to YouTube. So that's why it's that way. Don't ask me why. That's the way it is. I think YouTube wants to confuse y'all. Some of y'all gonna be watching my pre-recorded videos and like, wait a minute, the board is backwards. And then come on here, wait a minute, the board, I can actually read it. And then y'all gonna feel like y'all are tripping. I was sitting there thinking that when Yo-Yo called and told me, because she started watching the video, she's like, Amanda, your board's backwards. I'm like, what? And then when she was telling me, I'm like, oh, okay. Because when y'all view me, y'all actually think the board is on this side. But technically, it's on this side, okay, which is over my right shoulder. But when y'all watch me, it looks like it's over my left shoulder. And that's not the way it is. It's over my right shoulder. Like, here's my right hand, okay? So, it's just funny, though, how it works that way. So, y'all gonna be confused. So, now I'm gonna have to buy another board. Just for my videos. So, y'all will be able to read it. And then, of course, hey, country girl. How you doing, beautiful? I think that's you. If it's not you, girlfriend, you're going to have to let me know, because YouTube now has it to where y'all's little chat names aren't showing up. It's whatever y'all use to sign up for YouTube. So, this is going to be interesting. I thought so. I only know because I see the picture. If it wasn't for your picture, I'd be like, I don't know who you are. So how you doing, honey? Oh, I'm sorry you're confused, Bob. I understand why. I don't understand why YouTube has it that way, other than because they're, you know, more connected to Google and Androids. They don't want to mess with the Apple devices. It's not hard to confuse you. I hear you. It wouldn't take much to confuse me either. Just give it some time. I'll confuse myself. Hello. Lizzo Mbane. How are you doing? If you've been in here under a different name, honey, I'm not going to know, because if you look in the chat, it shows whatever name you use to sign up and create your account with YouTube. Hello, the Lotus we are. How you doing, honey? I'm not sure who you are either. If you've been in here before and are under a different name, y'all are gonna have to tell me who y'all are. Because YouTube got this all jacked up right now. Hubby left again? Well, country girl, I didn't know he came back, honey. I thought you were gonna put him out. You know, when we talked last time, I told you, don't allow him back. Because that's what he's gonna do. He's going to look at you as a revolving door, that he can come see you and spend some time and spend some nights there and, get some of your good cooking and that kind of stuff for however long he wants to be there. And then he's going to leave and go back to his other girlfriend. Don't let him back in, country girl. It's not worth it, especially when he's going to treat you that way. Not only that, I recall last time we talked about it, sweetheart, you told me he was being abusive too. Let him go. Don't let him back in. I mean, unless, no, I understand because y'all are married. He might have legal rights to the home because it might be considered marital property. And if that's the case, then there's nothing to do unless you were to go to court and ask for like a protective order. So, but that's why I would encourage you, beautiful. It's time to like cut the legal ties with him. That way he can't come back. Okay, yo-yo. You don't want to get caught up in that, honey. Country girls just like me, sweetheart, And I have the couch potato. But we're not, even though we may be tied to each other on paper, we don't have a relationship. And I kid you not, we don't have a relationship. We barely talk to each other. We sleep separately. The only thing that's tied is, yeah, I mean, we got this house together and our cars, but as far as an actual relationship, it's dead, honey, and it's been that way for many years now. So, unless I have to, like, call and ask about something and, like, his name is on the account or something, I mean, he doesn't get brought up, you know? It's like I said, I sleep in the bedroom. He sleeps on the couch. So, does that sound like someone who's married? No, because we don't act that way. And it's just been that way for many years now, and I just leave it alone. That's why I told you, I'm working on my stuff. So, to where it's not going to be that way forever. Because I know I deserve better. I deserve someone who's going to be there for me, who's going to engage with me, who's going to want to participate in my life and care about me, my well-being, and my happiness just as much as I want to care for them and be there for them, because that's the way it used to be. Things, used to be very happy. Things were great, when he was employed. But once he got, let go from his job, it's like he lost himself. And I can't fix him. I can't make him go out there and be a responsible adult, be a responsible husband, be the type of husband that I knew or I thought I married who's changed. I can't fix him, and I'm not going to try. And it's not that I haven't been here for him, because I have, but I've already gone through this with him for the last 7 years. I have stuck by him. When he's gotten sick, I've been there, I've done everything I could possibly do, and everything else, that's on him, I'm here for me. I'm working on me. I'm doing what I gotta do. But as far as us being together, no, we're not. We're separate. So I keep him at a distance. I don't engage in any kind of romance with him. You know, we don't kiss, we don't hug, we don't hold hands, we don't do any of that. So, and that's just the way it is. So with you, country girl, you need to treat your husband the same way. Do not make him feel like he has an opportunity to come back and make it work with you, or you're going to want to work on y'all's marriage. Make it clear. Don't interact with him that way, you know? And it's sad for me, country girl. Understand, it's like I was just saying to someone last week on here. I don't know what it's like to be held and feel safe again in a man's arms, because I haven't felt that way in many years. It would be nice to have that. But do I need that to be happy, to feel fulfilled, to do what I got to do for myself, to build my channel, my business? No, because I'm strong and independent too. And I can stand on my own 2 feet, and I know this. I know this. He knows that. And that's what also scares him, because he knows I don't have to be here. And, you know, but even though he knows that, does he change his ways? No, he doesn't. So why should I care for someone who doesn't care enough about me? I've already tried caring about him and being there and doing what I had to do as a wife. But it went unnoticed, ungrateful. So, you know, I'm going to hold me and build me. And when the timing's right, I'll be out there in my own space. And I know God, aka the divine, will bring me the man that's supposed to be with me, the one that's going to want to build with me, the one that I'm going to be able to care for and take care of and nurture and love and support, who's also going to be there for me. He will come forward when the time is right. So it's not something that I need, though, you see. I don't need a man to do that. I can do that for me. And that's what I was trying to tell you, girlfriend. You got to do that for you and your daughter. Be supportive of yourself. Hi, Gnostic. No, thank you, Roselle. Hi, 420. Thank you. I'm gravy, baby. Thank you for asking. How you doing? Yeah, we're pretty much housemates. We're pretty much roommates. That's all we are. There's, you know, it's nothing there. And I can't make it happen, so. Gnostic, it's that way for everybody, baby. For whatever reason, that's something YouTube did. I don't know anything about it. You would probably have to Google it, baby, and find out why they did that. It is weird, because everyone's coming in here under a different name. Unless I, you know, I recognize y'all's profile picture, I'm not going to know who people are. No, no, Gnostic. I hate to hear that, baby. So, country girl, focus on you and your baby girl. Be that strong, independent woman you need to be right now. And does that mean you gotta kind of let that more of your masculine energy come out too? Because now you're gonna have to really take on the role of both. You know, being the mama, being a woman, but also kind of in essence acting like, you know, somewhat of a father to your baby girl too, especially when he's not there. You're gonna have to be both right now. Focus on being that. Focus on building for you and your baby girl. That way, when any man wants to walk in and out, honey, if they want to walk out that door, let them. You know, don't feel like you have to um put up with BS just because you need someone there to take care of you. Don't be that way, honey. You know, and I'm all for the traditional marriage. You know, I was raised old fashioned in many regards in that way. But like I said, you can't make a marriage work if both people aren't in it. If they're not engaged with each other. If they're not willing to be there. You know, to where your husband keeps walking out that door whenever he wants. You know, whenever things get hard, he leaves you. Or he's already now opened the door to having a third party, which is another woman. That's not a marriage. So I would not put up with that, country girl. Oh, really? I guess I'll have to look into that Gnostic. I haven't heard anything about it. Okay. Okay, Eternal. I understand, baby. See you later. Your friend, something is getting real. I'm not sure which is not Mount Gnostic. I gotta stand up for a minute, y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna try and set up the rest of my decks. You can't see Teddy. Oh, so you're telling me to move out of the way? Okay. Well, you can see him now, right? He's in the corner, baby. Teddy's still there. Well, Gnostic, it's like I was saying, baby. It's that way for everybody. So if you look at some of the people's names that you know right now in the chat, like one of them is Moonchild. Okay, you know Unbreakable 4545 as Moonchild, as an example. Okay, that is showing her other name, what she signed up with YouTube with. And then there is Man from the West 420. I mean, that was his name before, so that's what he used to sign up with. So everyone's name is showing up that way. So like even mine, I'd have to check to see what mine would show up. I don't know if it showed up as Amanda or if it showed up as Tropical Empress. Let me see. Hold on. Because I did pin a comment, but I didn't look to see what name showed up. No, my name shows up as Tropical Empress in Spirit, so I don't know if it's gonna do that in other people's chats, though. That's what I don't know. Because if I go into someone else's chat, it might show up with my actual email. I don't know. You can't see flag anymore. What do you mean, Bob? Of course, I gotta move some of these boxes. Oh, your flag's not there anymore. Well, I'm glad your name hasn't changed, 420. I mean, I would know it's you just because your profile picture, unless you changed it. But still, I don't know why YouTube did that, but we'll wait and see. So, I'm gonna start. How do I want to do this? Oh yeah, I don't think Spirit's gonna, or YouTube's gonna want that out. This way, I'll be able to have all my decks displayed and I can see them. All my indie decks. And hang them on my door for right now, since I really don't have a whole lot of shelf space. Let's see. No, I appreciate you letting me know, baby. Like I said, I hadn't heard anything about it, but I haven't been out there looking at any of that stuff either. This girl was sleeping. Alright. Oh, that's cool, Gnostic. No, baby, I haven't heard about that either. Leave that one alone. Let me find all my love decks first. No, Gnostic, I can't, baby. That would throw me completely off. I'd like to know how they're gonna do that, though, through a screen. Can you pick up fruits? No. Well, baby, don't we all do that? I think Gnostic's talking about, like, through the computer screen. Yeah, baby, that I can't see happening, but, you know, what do I know? Get some of this organized. That'll just be too funny. Let's see. Am I blocking Teddy again? 420. I'm not trying to, baby. I'm just trying to organize all this. Let's see how this is gonna work. You'd have to have a scent generator. I mean, it would be interesting. Hi, Judith. How you doing, beautiful? I mean, that'd be interesting, Gnostic. Wait and see, honey. It'll be interesting. Oh yeah, I'm good, honey. Thank you for asking. I'm just trying to organize my office to get some of my decks off my ottoman and my table. I am, honey. Well, 420, how long do you think my hair was, baby? I thought you've seen my hair, how long it is. It's actually shorter than what it was because I had a lot of it cut off a few months ago. It was almost to my knees. But my hair is pretty much what? Right there almost. Yeah, it's actually short because it used to be almost down here. But it's right there where I normally keep it at. And it's a little bit shorter than normal, but that's roughly where I would have it at. So, but yeah, baby, my hair has always been long. That's why most people don't think my hair is real. They think it's extensions, or even people would think I'm wearing a wig or some silly nonsense like that. It's like, whatever, dude. No, my hair is 100% natural and it's real. It's mine. That's why it takes me so long to take a shower. Oh, shit, Amanda. Because it takes me a little bit longer between washing my hair and then shaving. So. Hello, Randy. Oh, that's cool, Bob. I mean, it'll be interesting either way. You know, if you could be able to, you know, smell things, if it's based on the frequency of what your body, you know, the vibration. I mean, it would kind of make sense to me in the degree of, how do I explain that? Without confusing y'all. That's if I can't explain it. I probably can't now. How would you explain that? Let's see. would just confuse y'all, I think. Then I would confuse myself in the process. That would be me. Let's see. Oh yeah, I mean, Google and YouTube confusing everybody. Watch my live stream and watch my pre-recorded video. You'll be confused. Y'all be thinking y'all just did some acid. Y'all are tripping. Let's see. I'm just over here trying to organize my office a little bit. I just got my, I'm going to use one of those shoe holders that you hang up on like your door to hold my decks. At least the ones that come in a tarot cloth bag. The ones in the boxes, those will stay on the shelves. It's the rest of them that I'm trying to get organized, because these are all the ones that are scattered everywhere on my ottoman and other places, so. Is that right, Judith? So you got some experience with that girlfriend? See, I was a good girl. I didn't mess with none of that, y'all. I guess I was boring, because I didn't touch any of it. I mean, I knew people who would do stuff like that, but I never got into it. Alright. What else? So I got 3 of these. So it's gonna be crazy if I'm gonna have to order more, because I got that many. Oh, what else? No, right in front of you, Amanda. Hello. Start making fun of myself over here. Hey, Gnostic, there's nothing wrong with being a geek, baby. I think geeks are sexy. I like geeks and nerds myself, personally. Never been a bad boy. I've never been into the bad boys at all. I like a nice guy, like a geek or a nerd. That's attractive to me. So, let's see. Of course, this stuff would show up like a couple hours before I'm supposed to start streaming. Let's see, what else? At least I'll be able to hang it on my door for right now, until I figure out the rest of the shelving and all that good stuff. Oh, this one. And this one. You're a hopeful, romantic, a ladies' man, you think? Yeah, well, I am a hopeless romantic. Ain't no question about that. I like going out there, you know. I'm just a hopeless romantic. Always have been, always will be. That's why I can never be with a bad boy. That's why I've never found them attractive, because they're not the type to do those types of things, so it would never work. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I got deck spray everywhere. And these are just my oracle decks. Okay. I already know what this one is. Watch. This thing's not gonna last. Holy cow, this crap's heavy, and I don't even have it all the way filled up yet. Yeah, this might end up ripping. That'd be my luck. And then I'd have to figure something else out. Yes, we do. That's exactly right. We all have beauty in us. I agree. Okay. It's 11 o'clock. All right. Well, you know, beautiful people, I'll hang out till midnight. So that's less than an hour. If I don't get any readings, then I'll shut it down at midnight. Maybe I'll come back after that, but that way I can get some of my other stuff over here organized. Since, like I said, of course, my mail don't show up till 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's usually when I'm still asleep, so when I'm waiting on stuff, I normally wake up and it's already sitting here and I don't ever get a chance to mess with any of it. Thankfully, the new oracle decks that a generous subscriber gifted me, thankfully those arrived Saturday, so I got an opportunity to spend some time connecting with those decks and cleansing them and all that, but to try and organize the rest of my office here, right? That's right, Gnostic. Hello, Ray of Hope. How you doing? And thank you. Okay, well, it's 11:10 p.m. my time, y'all. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so for my East or West Coast people, it's 8:10 in the evening for y'all. So what I'm saying is, so for y'all, it'll be 9 o'clock. If I don't get any paid readings by 9 o'clock, and it's 11:11 right now, then I'll shut it down for a little bit. And that way it'll give me a chance to get something to eat too. Since I haven't had a chance to eat either, because like I said, I woke up late because my alarm clock didn't wake me up. And then come back a little bit later. So I was going to grab something. Of course, I lost my train of thought. Leave it to me, of course. And now I'm acting like a blonde like my brother. I love my brother to death, but oh my goodness. He acts like a real blonde that he is. And I'm sure some of y'all looking at me crazy right now, like, you said brother? Yes, I have a brother with blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm half white, so. He acts like a true blonde. He has his moments. Oh, my goodness. Here's one. All these other decks that I don't even get a chance to look at. Let's see. Oh, there's my wolf tarot. I'm ridiculous here. No, well, thank you, Gnostic. Y'all so sweet. Y'all gonna make me blush. I'm Gravy. Thank you for asking. How you doing? It was so hot today, you made ramen in cold water. Wow. Where you hope? I don't know where you're at, but I'm in Georgia, so I understand the hot. The humidity makes it worse. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, here's my Romeo and Juliet love deck. I think I've only used this thing once. Crazy. Alright. Let's see. Holy cow. This is gonna be funny. I'm gonna laugh. Oh, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be laugh, but then I'm gonna be so frustrated at the same time if this thing breaks on me. Oh. Minutes. Oh, I hear you. Ray of Hope. I understand that. Hey, Gnostic, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. The Cirque du Soleil, because I have a circus deck. That's a love deck. That's kind of funny you mentioned that. In fact, I just got it last week. It's a circus thing, but it's a love oracle deck. That's pretty funny. Oh, well, it's been raining here, honey. I love the rain, but I hate it because my body don't care for it. But I love thunderstorms. So it's raining here right now, in fact. But it was hot earlier. It didn't start raining until after I woke up. And it's like, how does that happen? Because even when I jumped in the shower, it wasn't raining yet. And then as soon as I get out of the shower, I hear the rain coming down. And then I start to hear the thunder. I'm like, oh, here it comes. Oh, crap. That almost went everywhere. Okay, I'm going to take that ring off. Jesus. I was fixing to have a big, huge mess all over my floor. That was a close call. Let's see. I mean, that's one of those, yeah. It can go in there. It'll be alright. My spirit guides are laughing at me, just so y'all know. No, not that one. What's this one? Let's see. my hair probably goes everywhere too, because it was still wet. Pretty much almost dry now. Ray of Hope, where are you at, sweetheart? Are you up in Canada? That sounds like Canada. Where y'all are like Arctic Canada is what I call it. Y'all only get like a couple months of summer, and then the rest of the year it's Arctic winter from what I hear. Let's see. What is this one deck? Oh, there's one of my other angel decks that I keep forgetting I have. Let's see. But this is a different kind of deck. So that has to be put to the side. That's not going to go in there just yet. Oh yeah, your side of Canada, Judith, but you go to like Alberta, where Eternal is, it's winter there over 3/4 of the year. Like, it's like every time, I would see him on here or we would talk privately, he's always talking about it snowing. Oh, I gotta do this because it's gonna snow. It's like, when does it not snow there? And he said it's a few months of the year when they get summer like right now. But the rest of the time he said it's Arctic Canada. And I call it Arctic Canada. Hi, Chris. Yes, I'm feeling better, baby. Thank you for asking. How you doing? I'm just trying to organize my office since my little shoe hangers showed up today. And I'm going to put my oracle decks in so they're not like covered everywhere, because if y'all saw my office, holy cow, there's decks everywhere. The only place there aren't decks is in this table back here. Everywhere else I got decks piled up. In another corner there's just other stuff, but everywhere else I have decks. Yeah. See, in Georgia, there's like a month out of the winter where you can expect to it gets like really, really cold, below zero. At least it used to be. But now I've noticed even our winters here are starting to be a little bit warmer than before. But then look at what happened, y'all. Those couple of times I got snow and it caused my power to go out, and then I was stuck at my brother's house. I couldn't drive because the roads were covered in snow and ice. So it does happen here. Just most of the time it's warmer weather though. Oh, okay, I got you. I know 420. Don't rub it in, baby. You know, I'm really considering moving back to California. So it has been on my mind a lot lately. So I might end up back on the West Coast, y'all, when I'm ready to get out of here. Someone's been pushing me. They've been encouraging me, I'll say, to come back. So, holy cow. Really, Ray of Hope? No, that's cool. I would have loved that, because I love seeing the hurricanes. I just hate the damage and destruction it leaves behind, and knocking over people's homes and such. Hi, Deborah. Thank you, honey. How you doing? Hi, beautiful Audra. Oh, Audra, I was saying that when I'm ready to get out of here, I'm really considering going back to California. It's been on my mind a lot. Someone's been encouraging me to come back there. They even said that I could stay there if I wanted to. But I still want my own place. So, YouTube's buffering. Oh no. I have no idea, Audra. It started doing that just from my stream. So mine will show as my name. But for whatever reason, y'all's, whatever y'all use to sign up to create y'all's YouTube account, that's what's showing up here. Hi, Andre. How you doing, honey? Hello, the real King David. I don't know who you are, baby. You'd have to tell me what name I know you by if you've been in here before. Yeah, Ray of Hope. See, I'm a Cali girl. I was born in California. Most of my family's still in California. And I lived there up until I was 10. And then I was relocated with my mama and my stepfather, who was like my second dad. Moved me and my younger brother to Georgia, and I've been here ever since. So, but I still miss California. Oh, Ray, I hope you would, because at least over there on the West Coast, it stays sunny year-round. Mostly, unless... Well, I can't say that completely about California, because what makes California beautiful for me and what makes it unique is, especially if you live like in the southern part of California, like Los Angeles area, within the county or the outer, suburbs, is you have both the beach, the mountains, the deserts, um, even if you want to go like hiking, out in the woods, there's everything there. It's within a couple hour drive. Um, if you want to go see snow and go skiing, we got the mountains there. If you want to go play in the desert and, ride the dune buggies and four-wheelers and things like that, the desert's out there. You want the ocean, the beach, it's right there. Um, and even from like, if you wanted to go gambling, in fact, you don't even have to leave California to go gambling because California has casinos right there too. But if you want to go to Vegas, it's like, what, two hours, I think, roughly? So it's within reach. That's what makes California great. That's what I do love about it. is there's so much out there to do. You don't have to go far. Um, but it's also very expensive. So, but my family roots are there. Like, all my family is there, with the exception to my younger brother and his wife and kids. Everybody else is in California or Oregon. So, the only other family that's not in California would be my extended family on my mama's side. And that's in North Carolina, but I haven't been in touch with them in years. But I do got roots in North Carolina too, but I haven't been there in many years. So, oh, I love to travel. I really need a vacation. So, I would love to go to the beach, spend some time on the actual beach, and not just look at it, and also be in the water. So, um, I just got to get a couple things taken care of first. Yes, 420, y'all are. Yes, Ray, I hope it is. Oh, that's cool, Gnostic. Oh. Hmm. Oh, do I want to put those in there? I don't think so. Because it's all those decks that go in that one. So, I have some of my tarot decks. Uh, isn't she pretty? Look at that card. Isn't she pretty? I need a tropical flower like that. Put it in my hair. Then more people maybe get the hint that I'm Hawaiian and not Native American. Yes, 420, I still have all the cats. Except for one. Wolfie escaped. I don't know where Wolfie's at. I've been looking for him. I don't know, Bob. Am I Indian? Maybe I'm an Indian girl today. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I should go beat my drum. Or I can go get my chopsticks and put some chopsticks in my hair. Maybe people will get that hint, but no. It's like, what did Diane say that day? I remember I said that, and she's like, no, because then they would think you're Chinese instead. Oh, too funny. Y'all make me laugh. Y'all are so funny. Okay. Oh. Hey Randy, I'm all for eating food. Oh, I love eating food with chopsticks. I grew up using chopsticks. I got plenty of chopsticks around somewhere. I just don't eat enough Asian food, but I do have chopsticks. So, y'all, now I'm going to start talking my food again. Trying to make my stomach grow. Let's see. Ooh, I just saw a blue spirit orb right in front of my face. It came in close. Let's see. Put that in there. What else? What else? What else? I feel like I'm missing one. Of course, because I probably am. Before I get to the other stack of my decks. I don't want to put those in there yet. No. This will be interesting. What was I thinking about, Gnostic? When I saw the spirit orb? I mean, I was looking at a card. I don't know, what are you trying to say? Spirit had a message for me? So, I don't know. Apparently, maybe I'm on someone's mind. Someone's thinking about me, apparently. Who knows? Oh yeah, I don't like mosquitoes either. And they love me. They chew the crap out of my legs, for sure. Hello, Lilisa. Thank you. Okay, Gnostic. Let me see. What in the world? Oh, I'm gravy. Lilisa, thank you for asking. How you doing? Moonchild, you talking about those palmetto bugs? Those palmetto bugs are like the big cockroaches that fly. Yeah, my in-laws can't stand them. Yeah, they are a pain in the butt. I don't like palmetto bugs either. But it's interesting because I can't really say that I've seen any here in Georgia. They seem to stay in Florida. Are you afraid of them, 420? They are big, baby. You're right, they are huge. Um, no, I can't say that I've seen any here. I mean, we get like the big bees, um, like the wasps and the yellow jackets, um, and the regular cockroaches. Though I did see a weird looking bug last week. I took a picture of it and looked it up, and I couldn't even tell you what it was called now, but I deleted it because I ran out of space on my device. Oh, yeah, the orb weaver spiders, Audra. Ha ha ha. Is that right, Moonchild? You run away, you run for the hills, honey. Ray of Hope. I actually had a pet wasp last year. I kid you not. I had this one red wasp. Oh, let me move this so I can sit for a minute. Figure out where I'm gonna put this at real quick. Leave it here for now. Nope, don't fall. Okay. So I can hang it on the other door until I can get to the rest of my oracle decks and sort them out. Last year, right after I moved into my house, I had this house built. So I moved here, it was June of last year when I closed on it. Well, it was actually the end of May. But I waited until the end of June before I moved in to get all my stuff in here and such. So anyhow, and I spent some time out there in the garage. You know, enjoying some of the weather, the birds flying around and such. I get a lot of hawks that fly around, so I like going outside and seeing them. Well, I have a table that's sitting up on its side in my garage. It's even sitting there right now. And I saw this one red wasp laying right on the edge of the top of this table. And, you know, and I'm not scared of them. I just kind of looked down at it. It's like, and I noticed it was missing a wing. I'm like, oh no. And I feel bad because obviously now this wasp, I know it's not gonna be able to fly away. Um, and I felt like it was thirsty, so it started climbing up and it got on the edge of the table, and so I sat my drink down, and sure enough, what did it do? It would climb up there and climb onto my can and started drinking my Red Bull, and I just cracked up laughing. But for like that whole summer, I sat there and I would go out there and I would put water out there because I knew it was out there. So I hung out in my garage a lot. Um, and like I said, I would say probably like over a month, I saw the wasp. It would come up there every day. I would set my Coke can down there, my Red Bull can. I even put a glass of water out there and it would climb up and it would drink it. It would just hang out there. Yeah. Hi, Skeletor. You quit your job at the helium factory. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened, honey, but I'm sorry. Time is it? Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something. Not as good as 1960. Well, you're old, Bob. We all know that. Yeah, Ray, I hope. Well, I mean, people always make it seem like the past, like back in, the older days, we'll say, 80s, 80, 80s and before then, things were a lot different. You're right. And I mean, things in the 80s, I'm an 80s baby, so I enjoyed, those years very much. Um, but, before then, like when my parents were growing up and my grandparents, things were a lot simpler back then. But I think the problem with everything, too, even though things might have been more simplified, because we didn't have all the technology and such like we do today, people didn't live nearly as long either. So it just depends on how you look at it. Your girlfriend wants to break up with you because you're OCD. Well, Skeletor, baby, that'd be something that you would have to work on. Because that would drive me a little crazy if I was her too, so I get it. Just because you got OCD doesn't mean like your girlfriend or anybody else should you know, live with it when there's other therapies and such out there that you can do to work through it so it doesn't affect other people. That's funny. Oh, you're just joking around? Oh, okay. It was a joke. Yeah, well, I missed that whole part. That's funny. I mean, back in the older days, things were just different. They just were. Are you talking to me, Judith? I can't tell who y'all talking to, so. Hi, Diane. How you doing, sweetheart? I wouldn't have known it was you if it wasn't for your profile picture. I don't know what it is, Diane. Someone said that like YouTube is like putting these names out there instead. I don't know why, but mine doesn't show up that way. But then again, I don't know if it's because it's my channel. So when I come there and type something, it says Tropical Empress and Spirit. But like if I were to go to like maybe your page, it might show up my actual account name that I signed up under YouTube when I created it. So I have no idea. You're so funny. Oh, well, thank you, Judith. I appreciate it, honey. So I recognize some of y'all's names just by what the names are because it's what y'all's other name would be or y'all's profile picture. I know, right? Ray, I hope you would think having tropical in there that they would know that I'm Hawaiian, but no, nobody apparently pays attention to my channel name to figure that out. They just look at me and assume I'm Indian and not Hawaiian, but it's funny. Yeah, it's just weird. Hi, Benny. Hi, Off Grid. How you doing, baby? I love cheese too. Gotta have it. Yeah, so I have to get another one of these boards because Moonchild called me yesterday. Um, and she was watching the pre-recorded collective reading, and in that video, my sign is backwards. It looks exactly the way it's supposed to, where y'all can actually read the cards. To where right now it's mirrored. So, like if I were to put this card up right now, y'all wouldn't be able to read this because it reads backwards. But in the pre-recorded videos, you can actually read this without having to read it backwards. But that is backwards. But y'all can read it forwards right now because that's the way it being mirrored. But in my pre-recorded videos, it's now backwards. It looks exactly as supposed to. It's just weird. So now I gotta get another sign. It's wild, Audra. It's because I have an Apple device. And YouTube is Android Google. So that's why. It's just funny. So I said some of y'all are going to start watching my videos. And then see me out here on the live stream. And think y'all are tripping, seeing things backwards and forwards. You're dyslexic, so it looks normal to you. And so you can read this backwards, Rhea Hope? Because I know everybody else has to look at it and it's backwards. Well, I guess let me raise it since the chat covers it up. Okay. Yeah, and Audra, I did have an Android device before, but I just got Apple now, so. But it just goes to show you, too, that it's also YouTube. Because in the pre-recorded video that I uploaded yesterday, I did that, you know, I didn't do it live. And when I recorded it, I did it, you know, to where it wasn't on YouTube. I used my camera on my device and then hit record, recorded it, and then ended it, and then uploaded it to YouTube. And so you can actually read the cards when I put them up, you know, to where it's not backwards, but that board is backwards. It's just funny. YouTube has me all messed up, we'll just say. I think Apple devices are much better, but that's me personally. YouTube doesn't use Apple though. They're an Android Google supported, so if you have an Android, it should look right if you stream. But because mine's Apple, it doesn't. It's backwards. So it's just funny. Well, thank you for the super sticker. LT something. I don't know what your name is, honey. But thank you. If you're looking for a reading, sweetheart, um, on my stream, if you do, which I guess I need another sign for that. I always forget to mention that. Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I'll be able to do a reading now. Okay. Let me go brush my teeth, sweetheart, because I was just munching and use the bathroom. And I'll come back in and do your reading, sweetheart. Ooh, I just gotta chew. All right, Spirit. 420, I was going to, baby, if someone didn't go through and buy a reading, but someone did, so I'm going to come back and do that. So thank you so much, honey. I'll be back. Ill Tiger. Thank you, Ray of Hope. It's weird why they have it the way it does. Or Il Tigre. I'll be back, baby. Just give me a few minutes. Oh. Let me put this up. Okay. Get this out of the way. Of course, I'll probably lose this if I just set it anywhere. Let's see. Okay. Gotta love YouTube for all their backwards. I feel backwards. I mean, knowing I'm in Georgia, it's like I'm not in backwards Georgia, but I feel that way. Okay. El Tigra, are you still here, sweetheart? If you're not, honey, come see me tomorrow night. I'll be here. Yeah, I just saw that, honey. Tiger, you still here, honey? So I need to know what they wanted me to read on. Let's see. Let me write them down. I wonder. Yeah, no, I need to get an actual camera. That'd work better for me, too. There's a few things I need to get still. Let me find their name. Because if they're gone, I'll make sure I get to them tomorrow when I'm back. Yikes. That's what I get for trying to munch. And my alarm not going off. Wake me up in time. Of course, I don't have anything here to write with. And then this, because I left my pen in the other room. Let's see. What can I use to write on? Okay. Darn it. They are still here. You see them, Judith? Yeah, someone told me you can look it up and see if they're here. I'll give them a few minutes. Tiger, I'm waiting, sweetheart. I'll wait a few minutes for you. If not, you'll have to come see me tomorrow, honey. But yeah, I find it funny how my stream, y'all can read that sign, but it's written backwards. I just find that freaking hilarious. Yeah, they may have stepped away. Either that or they fell asleep. They said they were getting sleepy. I saw that, but I didn't see it until after I stepped away. So let me see. Hopefully y'all didn't see that. That would have been funny. Actually, let me do something else real quick, because I could have just done that too. Of course, I wasn't thinking. I'll save it. Okay, Eternal. You may fade off too, Audra. That's okay, honey. Oh, well, maybe they're just hanging out in the background. Who knows, honey? I just saw a bright spirit orb. You would think that my desk would be halfway cleared off after I've stuck all those decks in that one shoe hanger. Nope. My desk is still covered. Oh, this is crazy. Let's see. Yes, I do, Ray of Hope. By the, what is it? The Bangles? Is that who it is? In fact, it's funny you mentioned that song because I heard it not that long ago. But yes, I know exactly what song you're talking about. I love 80s music. But that's me because I'm an 80s baby too, so. I got a whole list of songs that, like, when I wake up, I have to listen to music usually to help wake me up. And sometimes that song will be on that playlist. It's not a playlist I put together, just a list of songs that will just automatically start playing because they're songs that I've listened to in the past. So it's like YouTube keeps track of the songs I listen to. And so I'll get random songs that start playing, and that's one of them that'll pop up. I had a couple of songs playing in my head the last couple of days, though. Oh, Hi, Beautiful Spirit. That was a bright one, too. And that one was more solid. I just had a bright spirit orb that was probably about the size of this crystal. But it was like gold. It was like a bright gold. And it was solid. It was pretty. Hi, Mike. How you doing, honey? So, but yeah, so I was picking up on someone's energy yesterday or the day before. I had a couple of different songs. In fact, as soon as I opened my eyes, the song was playing on my head. I'm like, what? So, I did record a video on it because I felt like someone needed a message from it. Okay, yo. Sweet dreams to you, honey. Good night, beautiful. I'll see you tomorrow. Sunshine in the rain. Is that what your actual chat name is? Ray of Hope? I like that one. So, question, for those of y'all who watched my pre-recorded collective reading yesterday, did y'all like how I did it? I'm just curious, y'all. Because that's exactly how I was considering doing my pre-recorded readings for the collective from here on out. So that way, instead of like just covering one topic that Spirit tends to want to talk about, I kind of want to, like mention, you know, money, career, y'all's, you know, personal growth, spiritual type, um, things having to do with yourself, you know, personal development, shadow side, and then things pertaining to y'all's relationships, whether that's romantic love, platonic love, or y'all's family. So y'all liked it, because that's probably how I'll do it from now on. And then, I mean, I'll do some of the extended readings too, but the extended part of those I'll probably do just for like the members when I get the membership started. Your nickname was Rhea Sunshine. Oh, that's a pretty name. I like that, honey. Oh, cool beans, eternal. I know that would have been beautiful. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Bob. Because I was still considering. It's like, I know people have been asking me to do general readings based on zodiac signs, but it's like, beautiful people, that's kind of like asking, that would be a heck of a lot. Because for as much time I spend on one reading, to do 12 signs each day, I mean, you're talking about spending an hour on each sign. That's 12 hours. Because there's 12 zodiac signs. I don't think I'd be able to do that in a day, y'all. That's something like maybe I could do like a collective for each zodiac sign, maybe like once a week or once a month. But I can't do it daily. That's 12 hours. Just doing that. So I might try and do some of them like on the elements though. Because there's 4 elements in the zodiac. Which is air, fire, water. Oh jeez, Amanda. And earth. So I was just curious what y'all's thoughts were on this all. Because that way I can go through and do some of the more detailed readings on certain aspects, like what I've been kind of wanting to do. Break it up, whether it's into y'all's career and money, or y'all's relationships, whether it's romantic, family, or friends. Because I know not everyone will resonate with the way the readings were done before, and I understand everyone may not resonate with the readings that I do from here on out, but at least not with all of it. I'm hoping that there will be a message though for everyone the way I was doing it, especially something that's important to you, like a certain aspect you're focused on right now, like your money and career, for an example. So that's how I'm trying to direct it towards. All right, the tiger, are you here, honey? Okay, Judith. Well, thank you for being here, beautiful. You too, honey. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Rebel Night. Don't forget. Rebel Wednesdays. I like doing the Rebel Night. My spirit guides are laughing at me again. And thank you, Judith. You too, beautiful. Sweet dreams to you, girlfriend. I'm still going to be up for a while. I'll be here for 30 minutes and I'm going to shut it down. So, I'm going to give Tiger, you got 30 minutes, honey. If you don't come back, you're going to have to come see me tomorrow. Unless I come back on later. So I can get to some of the other things I was trying to get to. So what else y'all been up to while I was gone? What other trouble did y'all beautiful people get into? Did y'all do anything fun and exciting? You know what I like to watch? And this tells you how much I used to want to be a cop. I like watching those videos on people getting busted at the grocery store or at like Walmart or places like that when they're going in there trying to, you know, walk out with stuff they didn't pay for. So, like, I watch, like, the body cam footage of all that. So, I might go on there and watch some of that. Or, like, the videos of where they interrogate suspects who have committed a crime. And some people in there are crazy. I sat there and watched some of them, especially the way some of them think they're going to try and get away with, like, walking out with stuff. Like, there was this one woman I saw. She was at the mall with her daughter. I think she had her little girl with her. And she was wearing this long skirt. And she went into one of the stores at the mall. And naturally, she was hiding stuff underneath her skirt and walking out of the store with it. Well, apparently, a couple of people that were there working caught it. And so they called security. And so security came, and then cops showed up and told her that she needed to return the item she took out of one of the stores. And of course, she played stupid, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have anything on me. And by looking at her just standing there, she didn't look like she had anything on her. I mean, she was telling the truth in that regard. When I looked at her, I'm like, it's not like, you know, it was obvious where things were sticking out of her skirt, you know, like bubbled up or anything like that. But I guess someone had saw her with something and saw the footage and described exactly what she had. So, because they had footage of her actually trying to walk out with stuff and hiding it underneath her skirt, I guess they escorted her to the security office and put her under arrest and all that. Hi, Ethan. Yes, I'm gravy, baby. Thank you for asking. I hope you are too, honey. So it's always interesting watching those type of videos, and they just pop up randomly on my feed. Or some of the other ones with people that try and run off with do Grand Theft Auto. I've watched a couple of those, and I don't know, people are crazy. It's always interesting how some of the people that go into those stores and try and play stupid, like, it's like you didn't see all these cameras around here watching you as you were like putting that in your purse or putting it in your book bag or putting it wherever. And then some of them are so brazen that I'll watch them fill up a shopping cart and bypass the cash registers and push the cart out into the parking lot. And they're taking it to their car to load up their car, but they get stopped. And then they act stupid. No, I paid for all this. And it's like, they wouldn't just be stopping you if you had paid for it. So where's the receipt? Oh, I don't have the receipt. I didn't get a receipt. You know, they always have an attitude. It's always so crazy with people. So, and then some of them are so stupid they try and run from the cops. And it's like, you just added another charge to your list of charges. Dumb. Like, you're really going to outrun the cop? Okay. Did I watch your drive for breakfast clip? No, baby, I didn't. Did you send it to me or did you post it on Facebook? Where's it at, baby? If you send it to my email, I'll have to look for it, baby. Oh, it's in Messenger? Okay, baby. No, I didn't even check Messenger. I haven't even been on Facebook. I think I might have hit it accidentally once earlier today, but no, baby, I haven't been on it. But I will. I'll check it out now that you let me know. What else was it? You know, I was watching one of those other shows on YouTube, and it's a guy who's very successful. I mean, based on what he said, and you know, they're always talking about he's one of those creators who watches like videos from like Instagram or TikTok, you know, or even other YouTube channels. Women in particular that come on there talking about they're gonna do this, or you know, they expect that, and that sounds dangerous, Bob. How bad was the fog? It'll be pretty though to see your where you live at, baby. Okay. So you'd be able to still see like the side of the streets or the roads you were driving down. Okay, cool. Yeah, baby, I'll check it out. See, I don't know. Well, I guess you can, but you would see it out of my rear view window. Because Eternal did. Eternal got to see part of my area because I think he was looking out my rear view window when I had him on video chat one day when I was out. And it's nothing. There ain't nothing around until you get out of the backwoods sticks area where I'm at. It's like what I like to call it. Farm country. It's pretty, but yeah, it's weird how they have all that set up, Bob. Because I know there's some emails that I've tried putting together with, like, videos in them, and you can't send them. It's like you would have to, like, post it somewhere and then send a link. Copy a link to it. But yeah, one day I'll get out and I'll show y'all some of the area where I live. There's nothing but country farms. Until I get out into the area where I used to live. Then it's all city. And you didn't play the soundtrack. Well, I can just imagine what kind of music's playing on it. And that's the only thing that's bad about that is because if you were to, like, post it to, like, a channel, you might get in trouble for copyright. So, that's why I don't play music on here, because otherwise I'd probably get in trouble for most of the music I would want to play. I did see, when I stepped outside the other day, I went outside to do something. Oh, that could have been when the package showed up. And I heard something. There was a family of hawks flying right above my house. And it's like, darn it. The times that I wish I could get a copy of a video to take of, like, you know, the wildlife I see. I don't have my device in my hand to hit the record button. But it was pretty to watch them all fly up above me. There was like 4 of them, I think. So they must have been out there hunting. Oh, really? Oh, I bet that would be funny. To go along with the drive. Yeah, if I were to play music for my drive, like when I go to the city, I'd have to play some country for it to make sense. Because I'm out there, like I said, it's mostly country. Oh, see, now that would be a perfect song to play. Yeah, I could play that on mine. Because it's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from my house to get to where I go usually. But, oh no, that's funny. I didn't even know that card was in there. But it's mostly being on the freeway. And then until I get into the city. And then you can see like all the shops and gas stations and restaurants and such. But that's funny. Because even when I'm on the freeway, most of it's just woods. You just see trees. I do pass by like a couple little shopping areas, but there's really nothing until I get off the freeway. Then you can see a lot of the stores and civilization, we'll just call it. Like I said, there's, you know, living out here, it's not that different from living over where I used to live as far as, you know, it's pretty quiet out here outside of the constant traffic of cars driving by my house. But it's quiet. I notice I rarely ever hear the fire trucks or the ambulance or the cops. I mean, I do hear them, but I don't hear them hardly. And as far as, you know, the only difference is there isn't like any shopping centers or malls or anything like there was over where I used to live, and that's what I miss. I miss the most about that, is being close to everything, just the convenience of not having to drive out of the way to get somewhere. It helped to save a lot of time for me. That's what I liked about it. When I needed to get something, I could get there and get home in a flash, but now I can't, and I don't like that. So there's always the pros and cons to living in more of like the city, suburbs area, to living out in the country where there's nothing. But that's funny. Well, did you get the rest of your fence put up, Bob? And how does it look, baby? I'm gonna stop shuffling that deck. I'm gonna wear that deck out. All right. 12 minutes to 1 a.m. The tiger, are you here? Because if you're not, honey, I'm shutting it down in a few minutes. That way, like I said, I can get a couple other things done. And then I'd be able to eat too. Okay, I got you, baby. I know that's the only crappy thing about having to do stuff outside. You can't do anything, you know, if the weather's bad. Well, hopefully you'll get another sunny day here shortly. That way you can get it done. And I know it'll look nice. I hate when my decks stick together. Oh yeah, you gotta love that weather, baby. That would drive me crazy. Especially if it's constantly that way where it changes like that. I mean, it's kind of been that way here and there. I mean, there it seemed like it was raining forever. It never stopped. And then I get all those days of scorching heat. Sun and clouds and humidity. And now it's raining. Or it was. I think the rain stopped. But it probably tomorrow will rain. Which it needs to help cool it off. I can't believe it's already almost the middle of August. It's like this year has just flown right on by. Before you know it, Santa Claus will be coming again. I sounded like a semi. I don't even know why they come down the street. Of course, I haven't been far out in my area to see what's out on one side of my neighborhood. I don't know where that street goes. Sometimes, though, I laugh at myself, especially being out in this area. Because I always think of that movie, because I'm out in the country. It always makes me think of that one horror movie. Have y'all ever seen that movie, Wrong Turn? Where they're like taking a road trip, and then they end up taking a wrong turn somewhere, and then they end up in like the backwoods, hillbilly type area. I always think of that. You ain't seen it, Bob? Oh man, that movie came out, what, like 20 years ago? So whenever you see like the backwoods, country type hillbilly area, that movie always comes to mind for the people who watched it, just because. So I always think that. So now when I leave my house, if I go a certain way, I'm just like, oh dear, did I make a wrong turn and now I'm gonna end up in the middle of nowhere, and then I'm gonna have all these killer backwoods hillbilly people coming and getting me. There's that movie, and then there was another one that came out back then. I only know because my stepchild loves horror movies. I mean, I do too, but um, she would watch a new movie with one of her friends or someone and come home and tell me about it. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I gotta watch that movie too now, just so I can understand what she was trying to tell me or explain to me. There was another one they came out with though, something like a part two or something similar to it. Or no, it wasn't. What was that movie? And there was another horror movie that had where they were going through and taking people and actually like putting them in wax. So they had like this big, huge like wax museum, and they even built this building that was made out of all wax. So that one was freaky too. It added 1 hour additional. Oh no, Bob. See, that's what a GPS is good for. Whenever you do make a wrong turn, if you don't know where you're going, you can find your way back. See, I would have done that though at night. I used to enjoy, when I was younger, I used to enjoy just getting in my car and driving around just to see what was out there, because there'd be many roads I'd never been down before. So just to know more of the area where I used to live. And then I'd find other shortcuts, how to get to, places faster, or places I'd never been before. But being out here, I'd probably find nothing but cow pastures. So, it'll be a shock to my system, though, if I return back to California. Being out there in the big city again, being right by the water, I'd really enjoy that. Except for it being too ungodly expensive. That's the only thing I don't like about being out there. Everything's double or triple in price. So we'll see. Alright, the tiger. Well, you must have fallen asleep, honey. So I waited for you. I apologize, I had to get up and go use the bathroom real quick. Alright, my beautiful people. It's 1 a.m. Maybe I'll be back in a couple hours. I don't know yet. I gotta record another video though. And find something to munch on. So if y'all don't see me back later this morning, I'll be back Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Because it'll be Rebel night, y'all. So I'll pull out my Rebel decks and um, could pull out a couple Oracle decks I'll read from. No, thank you, Bob. You too, baby. So sweet dreams, beautiful people. And good night, honey. See y'all later tonight. Bye.